Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. I'm here in Vancouver, Canada for the Metals Investor Forum, and this is January 1920, 2024. Today, I'm interviewing CEO Michael Collins of Nuclear Fuels, Inc., a uranium company that's working in Wyoming and South Texas. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thanks very much, Greg. Nice
Yeah.
to be here.
We just had a good panel, well attended, very exciting.
Yeah.
We're in
Great
a
audience.
great audience, and I
Yep.
got up there and said we're in a uranium bull market finally. So uranium closed at 106 on Friday.
Yeah.
That's very positive.
Great timing. Yeah.
Great timing. Wow, this is it. I'm trying to impress upon people how much of an opportunity it is. I don't think people quite realize yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So for instance, we're just in the process of closing a $6.4 million private placement. I think there's maybe 20 places, all funds.
Yeah.
So there's very sophisticated investors who have a clear understanding of what's going on. The retail class is still catching up.
Still catching up. They don't
Yeah.
quite get it yet, but
Yeah.
they will soon. I think
Yeah, they're
the
starting
learning curve is
We
going
had
to.
a lot of really great people coming up to our table here at the Metals Investment Forum and asking the right questions and kind of walking with the light bulbs turned on. So
Yeah, and I think probably the disconnect for people, they're the ones that went through 2006, the uranium bull market there, which is
Yes.
totally different from the circumstances now. And what I'm trying to say to people is that, 2006 was an anomaly. Yeah, we made a lot of money. Most of us reinvested in new exploration uranium companies, and then we got our heads handed to us because the rug got
Yeah.
pulled out from under us
Yeah.
without warning, and that was because of the Kazakhstan,
they just turned on the taps and no one saw it coming. We've gone from the last cycle, which was a supply market that changed very quickly. Now we're actually in a demand market that has a really long-term profile.
Right, we can see with all the established production and what's, coming online, future
Yes.
production, you can see
Yeah.
there's a gap. There's a big gap there that
Yeah.
has to be met. And it doesn't just go for a couple years, it goes for like at least 10 years, right?
Yes.
So this is
Yeah,
why
that's what we're seeing.
I said, this could be a bull market for a decade or more,
Yeah.
right? The way it looks. You never know, nobody has a crystal ball, but for the next few years, I think we're rock solid raging uranium bull market.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the market just keeps moving up.
Yeah, and I think it's going to start taking bigger increments. I think in 2006 at the peak we hit 160,
Mm-hmm.
but everything collapsed rather quickly. And this time around we could go higher than 160 and be on solid footing,
Yeah. Yeah. The fundamentals are there.
The fundamentals are there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your specifics on your project. ISR, I always tell my people that I love the ISR model. I just think it's heads and tails better than conventional mining of uranium. Not to say that you can't be successful, but your projects are in the United States. You would be a U.S. producer if you got to that point, right?
Yep.
And you're mostly in Wyoming and South Texas, from what?
Actually, Wyoming and in Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Sorry, I
states.
misspoke there earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just looking at the map when we were up on the stage there, and all the different, other companies who have projects like yours in the area. So that's
Yeah, no, the Powder River Basin is a key area of production for ISR. Huge history of development and production. Plants that are being turned on again. Our asset is really, I think, the largest and quite exceptional exploration opportunity there. But Wyoming and Powder River Basin in particular are so unique in that you've got a government that's agreement state, so quick with permitting.
right.
You've got private surface rights, so you're dealing with ranchers to access the land, and you can run drill programs with multiple drill rigs very fast. That you can't do in other locations in the U.S. or even in Canada. So you've got this opportunity to run, as opposed to just walking and being held up by bureaucracy.
Right.
So it's a great place to be.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I've seen it with the conventional companies, it takes forever to get permitting. And then even if you make a discovery and you get a resource, you're stuck for a year, 10 years with the
Yeah.
permit to
Yeah.
put it into production, right?
Yeah.
It just, it destroys the good story for me. You know?
And it destroys the net present value of
Yeah,
it, really.
no, it's-
So Wyoming, 2 to 3 years, timeline historically for permitting, a regulatory agency that understands what you're trying to achieve, and communities that are supportive of the process.
Right, and
So-
personally, I have a ranch, 50-acre ranch right outside Laramie on Lake Hattie there,
Nice.
so
Yeah.
I'm very aware of all the mining that's going on around us there, so.
Yep, yep.
No. Let's cover, so you got about 6.5 million, 7 million in cash?
Yeah, when this closes, we'll have 7.5 million in
Okay,
cash.
and after the financing share structure, how many shares out?
It should be about 58 million.
50, so great,
Yeah.
tight share structure.
Yeah.
Lots of money to move forward, and you're gonna be aggressive this year with your drilling.
We'll be drilling.
How
yeah.
deep do you have to drill for these?
Our max target is about 750 feet.
Okay.
And within that, we actually are hitting multiple formations in the ground that we have. So it's
Yeah.
a really great opportunity to
Yeah.
be cost effective in drilling.
Yeah, I always tell people, I always give a layman's explanation of ISR, but I know it's quite complicated, and the cool part about it is that companies that have that expertise, they're hard to find, right?
They
And
are,
you have
yes.
it, you guys
Yeah.
have it.
Got the great
Bill's
team.
company has it, and you guys work together, so it's a very good footing to be on in the ISR. You got to have the right people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that allows us to run a little faster than other people. We're going to start to see a lot of exploration coming in, companies coming in and picking up ground and beating the drum. But if you don't have the team, you're not going to get very far
You're not,
very
yeah.
quickly. So
That's the key. If you're looking at ISR, you have to make sure you have the technical people, or else it won't work. So I agree.
yeah.
Anyway, anything else you wanna? We got a couple, about another minute.
So yeah, it is a uranium bull market. We've got great projects. We'll have great news flow this year. It's I think a stock to watch,
Yeah.
and
Oh, for sure.
perhaps get involved in.
Yeah, and for me, I'm a shareholder, and I just say I think the company has an extremely bright future, and we'll see how things go. But at current prices, it's a great buy point to move into Nuclear Fuels Inc.
Yeah.
Michael, thanks for the time.
Thank you so much for having me. It's
Appreciate
great
you
to
being
tell
here.
our story.
Yep, I
Yeah.
think so.